Word to your mother.
Because I'm ready to go, but Steve is just waiting for his pizza delivery, and he's completely obsessed with the pizza delivery coming. Thanks for listening to Two Cool Moms. I'm Joe Gatto, and this is...
Just text me. How are you? I am Steve Byrne.
Yes, we are here with another episode of Two Cool Moms. Thank you for listening. Buddy, I know the pizza's on its way. You're very excited.
Well, here's the thing people maybe don't know.
Okay.
I fly in.
Yep.
Right? I got up at 4. I had an early dinner last night because it was my daughter's birthday. So I flew. I worked all night. I was telling you, I got up at 4. And as soon as I woke up, it was one of those just like, I'm starving.
So now you're hangry and tired. It's going to be a great app.
This is going to be great. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, then I started thinking about all the things I want in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, don't eat at the airport. Get to the city. Then I get to the city. And I'm like, I could eat at the Brooklyn Diner in LaGuardia, which is Brooklyn Diner's my favorite.
Delish.
And then I thought, no, just wait. And then Uber, that you have all these options. Get to the city. I get to the city. And I instantly think, our favorite pizza place.
My Pie. Yep.
75th and...
Not even close.
No?
57th.
Oh, 57th, yeah.
Flip it, reverse it. Where's it getting there, Missy Elliott? And I'm fresh out of traffic court, so it's going to be a great episode.
Wait, what? Were you in traffic court?
I had gotten a ticket in November of 2020, a speeding ticket on the FDR, which I'm contesting. I get the ticket. I go. The guy
walk me through it. What happened?
I was quote unquote speeding.
Were you?
I will not go on record here to talk about any of my legal matter.
Yes.
So I go for the first one. This is 1 year later. COVID happens. You know, COVID happens. They kick it down. It's a full year later. Okay. I go. The cop doesn't show up. They say, okay, we'll reschedule. They reschedule me for 3 months later. That gets rescheduled for a full year later, which is today. I show up, and my name's not on the board.
No.
I walk over. I go, my name's not on the board. They're like, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, we rescheduled you for March 2024.
What the?
And I said, no. I said, no, I'm not having this. I said, this is insane. This is almost 4 full years after the ticket. I said, what is this? There's got to be some sort of mistrial.
Pay it. They just want you to just pay
They're just trying to, But no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So then I go and talk to the lady, and the DMV, sometimes stereotypes are real, and DMV employees are not happy to be there. Mm-hmm. So I try my best, and you know me, I'm a charmer. I'm laying it on thick.
I was wondering that
I went with this color. I went with a bright color to pop them.
Pleasure to be here, Your Honor.
I'm like, so great to see you today. How's your day going so far? Oh, have a little bit of an issue. So rescheduling for a full decade later. I'm hoping I'll still be alive. It's funny line. She's like, you'll be alive. I said, okay. So then I said, and this is what I'm dealing with. So I said, look, when did you mail me that it would be changed? She says 4 days ago. And I said, well, I didn't receive a letter. And she goes, well, it'll probably get there either tomorrow or the next day. And I said, my thing is today. I said, so how is that my vote? She goes, well, you're supposed to go online and check if your thing. I said, no, I'm not. I said, it's your responsibility to tell me when my thing is. You told me it was. I showed up. She goes, no, you're supposed to. She's like, that's on you. I said, what if I don't have a computer? Meanwhile, I'm wearing my backpack that has a laptop in it.
Just real quick, because I know when you have these conversations, how many times did you do this? How many snaps?
I did.
Do you give her one or 3?
I do this. What I do, I went, what if I don't have a computer? I gave it a quick.
Oh, you
like
mess with the bull, you get the horns.
That's what I did. What if I don't have a computer? I'll give it to the camera. What if I don't have a computer? She goes, dead stares at me. I look at her, I said, good talk, and I walked out. And that was my...
The defense rests, Your Honor.
I'll see you
defense
on March of 2024.
You're out of order. You're out of order.
You can't handle the truth, though. So that was my morning. So that was a lot of fun, because it was also at 8 a.m. in Harlem.
No.
I had to go all the way out there, so I was... so we both had an early morning.
So that means if it's 8 a.m. in Harlem... Now you're wondering, okay, do I have to get there an hour early? Do I have to get there because traffic is rolled the dice?
I left last Wednesday, and I just got there. And I was 5 minutes late. So that was our mornings. But now it's Two Cool Moms time, our favorite time of the day.
This is when you're here. This is why you're here.
This is our favorite time of the day.
Yeah,
buddy.
We got lavender.
No, that's it. I'm wearing this.
You look fantastic.
You look
sensational. You look like you just came from a successful round of golf.
This was, you know what this is? You know
And
what
you're
this
ready
is?
for Mimi's Cafe. That's what you look
I'm
like.
going to Mimi's. give me the shrimp. Give me the shrimp, chilled shrimp cup. You got the bisque. Get the bisque. Get it.
Get the bisque.
Yeah. You know, it's a hot day. I might take a gazpacho. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Fuchsia. Unsung hero of colors on me.
See, this is a conversation you and Jiggy would love.
Okay.
You and
ready
Jiggy
for
would
ready for
love
this fun
to
fact?
discuss fuchsia?
Ready? We both own this shirt. We both bought this shirt.
No. No.
Same exact
Together?
shirt. We were on the road
No.
together.
This I knew it. I knew it.
He
Did I
walked out
call
of the
it?
dressing room with it on.
I called it. I called it.
He walked out of the dressing room with it on. Swear to God.
You said-
I was holding it. I went, it was on sale. We both bought it. I said, we can't wear it together. He's not allowed to take it on the road.
So literally, you're holding it. He comes out. You had no
Wearing
idea. You're in the dressing room.
Yeah.
I want to know if the officer in question that pulled you over, is that where this stems from? Was there a little friction that evening, and that's why you're like, okay, now I'm going to see this through? I had one of those once.
Oh, did
and I was
you?
just one. Oh, yeah.
No, mine wasn't. Mine wasn't that. I don't believe the events occurred in the correct order because on the FDR the speed limit drops 10 miles per hour.
Right.
And I don't believe I was in that zone when he cited me.
The
So it
comedy
adds
drops on this podcast
100,
as well.
more than 10
Yeah.
miles per hour.
Quite distinctly. Yeah.
Welcome to but true crime is the thing now. People might like this. This is a true crime podcast now.
Well, I'll tell you, I was in Beverly Hills, and when you first moved to LA, it was like, oh, you got to get in the acting class or whatever. So I go to Beverly Hills Playhouse, and there was like a bagel shop across the street, right? So I go across the street. Now, here's the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our things here, our classes here, the bagel shop's here. The crosswalk is like, 50 yards away?
Yeah.
So,
But you're a New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
So I leave the bagel shop. It's a red light. Nobody's coming. And I go to cross, and this cop guns it. I'm not saying like he drove up. He gassed, and I was like, oh, God.
Like you were holding an
walking
Uzi.
out. Yeah. I'm like, oh, God, something's going on.
Yeah.
And he pulls up. I back up to the parked car like this, waiting for him to go by. And he slams the brakes on, gets out. He goes, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I thought there was like static or is me for jaywalking. So he gave me a jaywalking ticket.
You got a jaywalking ticket?
Flipped the fuck out, and I contested it, and of course he didn't show up.
Oh my goodness.
I
You got a
couldn't
jaywalking ticket.
I got a jaywalking ticket.
I've
All
never
the years
met
in New York
anybody-
City, I'd never had a jaywalking ticket, and I got one in, of course, California.
I've never gotten a jaywalking ticket.
Shithole.
I actually yelled at a cop car that almost hit me before
This
I realized
sounds
it was
like
a
you.
cop car.
This sounds like you.
I was jaywalking across 3rd Avenue. Full jaywalk. I got no time for it. It's cold out. I'm doing a walk across, and the undercover comes the corner, and I go, whoa! And I look up, and it's 2 cops. And the cop was super cool. It was before I was anybody. It was before he just looks
Was
at me.
he just laughing?
He just like smirked and went like that to me, and I went, and I backed away like slowly, like I made a funny face, and I was like, this, whatever, and he walked away, and it was really funny.
I had one where I was leaving the cellar one night, and I got into a cab, right? And it's Minetta Lane. It's just that that one road. So I get in it, and it's like literally I open the door. You know, a New York second, you start hearing the car horn, and then I'm not taking my time. I get in the cab and I shut the door and I hear and I just go like this. I go like this. All of a sudden I hear boop, 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 boop. And he pulled us over and he gave me a fucking ticket for giving the finger.
Oh no, you got a jaywalking and a finger ticket?
I forget what the ticket was for, but he gave me a finger for
A finger ticket. You got a finger ticket on Minetta
I
Lane.
couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding.
Wow.
He was just such an
The
asshole.
most trouble I almost gotten with the law.
The fuzz.
The
as you always
fuzz,
call it.
if
You
you
always
will.
call it the fuzz.
I do call it the fuzz because shout out to Dragnet. I like the old school vibes. We were doing for the live tour. We did this thing where we pretended that we were just going to mess around in the city, and we came up with this idea. It was like we'll pretend, we'll get into people's cars and pretend they're Ubers, and even though they're not. So we just did this whole thing. So we filmed it, and it ended up being one of our live tours. But I had the funny idea. I was like, what if I go up to a cop car?
Oh my God. You really did this?
So a cop car stops at a red light, and I walk over. I'm like, Uber for Joe, and I open the back door.
Are you serious? You have this on camera?
Open the door, and I get in, and I shut the door.
Is everybody else like, dude, do not?
The guys were like, Joe. I was like, what can happen?
What did happen?
No, he hit the sirens and sped to the light and pulled over. And he's like, very funny, Joe. Who knew I was? Thank God. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But in hindsight, I was like, is that bad? He goes, dude, you're lucky I knew you. I was like, oh man. It's really funny.
I wonder legally what would happen if you.
I mean, if that's probably trespassing.
I think it's got to be more than trespassing.
Well, you're already in the back seat, so you're doing them a favor. That's a quick.
Sorry, yeah.
What's the pizza update? Is it here?
Oh, God. We got 4 minutes until the greatest moment of our lives.
4 minutes. 4 minutes till my pie shows up.
You know what? Let's get our first question in. Then.
Let's do our first question.
Okay. You ready, Joe?
I'm hitting it, baby. Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's help some people out. Thank you for submitting your questions to @2coolmomspod on Instagram.
This is coming to us from Grace.
Grace says,
What is your guys? That's not grammatically. What is your guys's?
what is your guys's?
What is your guys?
What is your guys's? That's the word. That's how you would say when you're little.
Or just
Hey,
say,
you
what
guys. These guys is. Hey, you guys is.
What is your guys' favorite Lana Del Rey song?
It would be guys is. What is your favorite guys is favorite Lana Ray?
You would think that'd be but when she.
What is your guy's favorite Lana?
What is your guys' favorite Lana Del Rey
No, what
song?
is your guys means if you're my guy. What's your guy's favorite? That would be your favorite song.
Right.
Oh, Steve's favorite Lana Del Rey song?
Yeah.
What is your guys is ours as
What
the
is
guys.
us. So I think she's saying collectively, what would be ours?
Yes. Let's say it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know
any of them
by
either.
her. I swear to God. Did you really?
I swear to God, I don't know one.
I know she's really pretty.
Really
I've seen
popular
her,
too,
like,
right?
album covers. I'm like,
What's a
oh,
Lana
she's
Del
really-
Rey song, Mike? What do
When she's moody, I know that.
yes.
She's got really moody songs.
It's a vibe when you put on her music. You're in a space. You're in a headspace.
I think the only one I listen to is like,
You gotta know when. No, that's not Lana Del Rey.
She's got a lot. Summertime Sadness.
Oh, Summertime Sadness. You know.
and
That's
you know
that one I know. That's the number one, right? That's the most popular.
That's the most one according to
Yeah.
Apple Music, yeah.
Yeah, you know it. Summertime Sadness.
that just says everything about her.
Summertime Sadness is
I'm
the happiest
hot.
time.
I'm going to take you to a place you've never been. Everybody else is summer. Let's get some,
Yay!
yeah,
That's it.
Yoo-Hoo with Kenny Chesney, like that summertime song, or Will Smith and
Yeah,
the
well.
jazzy, and she's just like,
Summertime
I'm
Sadness.
hot, I'm gorgeous, everybody wants me, girls are jealous of me, guys want to bang me, and I'm fucking miserable. Grab the
Her
guitar.
follow-up song, Sunburn Addiction, was fantastic too.
I'm sure she's very talented, but
No.
I don't know.
No, I know
I think
that
I
people.
tried to give her a whirl once, and I was like, shit's depressing. This is like divorce music.
I think that people. Yeah, that's what I listen to.
But she's not divorced. She's like young and hot. It's like, what are you upset about?
Well, you don't know these things. You know, people may look
know,
like they're
I
happy, but you
know,
never know
I
the
know,
battles that are
Joe.
going on inside.
I know.
You know, some people might be fresh off a plane, starving, wanting some My Pie, waiting on that Uber. He's made a wrong turn in New York City. And he's going up a one-way.
Where are you?
He's
This
jaywalking.
is where I
to get a
curse your
ticket.
ethnicity by looking at the.
Yeah, you got a little bit. Give me a snippet. There you go. Yep. I instantly want to find the Brooklyn Bridge. I just want. I'm looking for heights and/or gas chambers.
Tie a cinder block to my foot,
My foot.
and I'm plunging off the FDR.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
did you see a man named Otto?
I gotta get a pizza.
We'll be right back. Now the podcast is just people listening to you eat pizza. You were clearly hungry. You were clearly hungry, buddy.
I can tell how upset you are. Not how upset, but how disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell how disappointed you were at the veggie pizza.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't good.
open it,
Yeah.
you took one look,
Just
and
missed
you
it.
look like I just clubbed a baby seal.
Yeah, you know, but look what I'm looking at here. This is what I'm looking at. This is the home run hitter here. That's like looking at Hank Aaron and then saying, "There's Louise Dreyfus."
This is the greatest pizza I've ever had in my life.
It's very good. We weren't prepared to start eating though, because we didn't have napkins. We
No
don't have.
napkins.
Talk to Monk yourself.
What was it instantly about that veggie pizza you hated? Because you looked at it, you took one look, you went,
It was. I looked at this and I was mentally prepared for this slice, and I opened up And it just looked like a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, but it's you.
I know I do like vegetables, but that was a lot of vegetables. It was an aggressive amount of veggie. I'll show you.
What do you normally like on your pizza?
I normally black olive mushroom, and that's it. But look at this. It had like you know what? It does look good, actually. But it's got a chunk
good.
A chunk tomato, like a not cooked chunk tomato on a pizza. It's like a pico de gallo. Right? Did you order me a pico de gallo slice? I don't want a pico de gallo slice. A chunk, you know. Thank you so much, Nico.
MVP.
The second slice always looks. The second slice does look better. I'll give us that. Thank you very much.
Now,
what made you get me the veggie slice? Now, was it because you're like, oh, I'm going to have this buffalo chicken slice, which looks phenomenal, and you know I don't eat buffalo chicken?
Alfredo, mozzarella, and then grandma slice.
This is chicken Alfredo with jalapenos?
Yeah.
Did you ask them to add the jalapenos?
They put them on.
Oh, wow. I know, but does it come that way is what I'm saying. It does. Well, I didn't notice. I didn't know that a chicken Alfredo slice would have a jalapeno. That's a weird mix.
It's a bold move.
But that's what they do there at My Pie.
It's tasty.
They're bold. They live life bold. I do like it, though. I like a jalapeno slice on it. Undergrated pepper. I love a sweet pepper. Sweet cherry pepper. Love a sweet cherry pepper. Go ahead, get in there. It's delicious.
The white pizza with sliced potatoes is my favorite, and it wasn't on the Uber Eats option.
Oh, you got to go live. Oh, so you paid full price because you put it on Uber Eats. When we show our face in there, they take care of us sometimes.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
What's your favorite pizza place when you were a kid?
Growing up, did you have one of these places? Did they do this out by you? Well, you grew up in Jersey, so probably. But the place was called Varieties, and it was a half and half joint, where half of it is like a sit-down restaurant and the other half is a walk-in pizza counter.
Right, yeah.
My dad loved it. We used to go there all the time to Barati's, and I remember the first time, it wasn't that close to my house. It was actually pretty far from my house, and my dad wanted a pizza. And he called up, and he said, could you, let's get a pizza from Barati's. And I said, okay. So he calls up to get one delivered, and I haven't thought of this story in decades. They didn't. My dad really wanted Barati's, so he calls up and it's like, "Hey, could we get please?" They call back and they say, "Our delivery guy got a flat. It's like we can't deliver."
This sounds like summertime sadness. This is so heartbreaking.
So we order from Lana Del Barati's.
Okay.
So they say, "Hey, the guy got a flat. He's like, we can't deliver. Could you come pick it up?" And I said to my dad, "Dad, I'll just go get it on my bike." And for some reason, my dad was like, "Sure." And then I went on my bike. And I went all the way to Barati's. That was the thing. I got there, and I'm like, okay, now I have it. I was like, so now how am I going to get it home? So I was like, oh, it's not
How
far.
old are you?
I'm like 15, 16, 15 maybe. So now I'm coming back. One pie in it. I'm not showing off. I'm no razzle dazzle.
And I can just see almost there.
Coming.
Almost.
You know
there.
what happened. You know what happens.
Dad's sitting there. He's got plates out. He's poured in the Dr. Pepper.
It was the summertime.
Joey, I can always count on you. Hey.
We're sitting outside. My dad he's sitting outside waiting for me to come. Here I come. I hit the curb the wrong way. Gagoosh. Gagoosh. Airborne pizza. Boom. In the box.
No.
Box doesn't open, right? Gagoosh, right? My father looks at me with the most disappointment I've ever seen in my life. The box is upside down at this point.
Yeah.
He opens it and he goes, all right. We eat the upside. Me and him eat the upside down pizza.
No.
Outside, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't thought of that story in forever. Dude, and Barati's was so far from my house, and it was downhill off Forest Avenue, like a main drag. I made it the whole way. I'm balancing it on my KMX. I don't even have a real bike. I have a KMX from Kmart, the off-brand BMX. That's what I had. That's what I rocked. And I made it all the way to my, it had to be like 2 miles to my house.
This is every East Coast pizza. Every box, every single pizza box had, you tried the rest.
Now I'll try the best.
Every single one. I'm like, how are they all the best when I was a kid?
They never had the name of the place either. They were just a pizza box guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
You want the pizza?
Which these days would be considered racist, I guess, but...
Well, those days it was just nobody cared.
You really look offended by it.
Oh, no.
Wounded.
Oh no, I don't feel wounded. I think that's the truth, though. I just think people didn't care, but it's still the same thing. It still talked about the same racism things, same stereotypes, but just nobody gave a shit. They were too busy eating their upside down pizza. All right, got another question?
Usually upside down pizza lasts one slice, then you go fuck it. Oh, this is coming to us from Diana.
Okay.
Hello, mommies. Love the podcast. It's nice while being at the gym. It's nice while being at the gym.
Mm-hmm. Meaning to listen to the podcast while she's at the gym.
Why wouldn't you write that, though?
Because she was too busy working out. She's doing pumping. She's got pumping. She's doing this. Why do people do this when they work out to feel the? People don't still do that though. That was in the movies, right? Nobody.
It's like a nurse that does that, or a doctor, or like who?
Find your pulse, to see how your heart rate's up. Apple Watch does that for you now, though.
Yeah,
Apple Watch is the technology that does this.
Well, you get your Apple Watch and you go like that.
my face is going. So
I just think if you're gonna write something, write it. Hey guys, it's nice while being at gym.
Okay, so
it's nice while being at the gym.
You shouldn't be hangry anymore. You've eaten.
Diana, this is not the way to start this off. Okay, just grammatically. Okay, this is a pretty important question.
Go. It's nice to listen while at gym.
Have you guys gone bowling yet?
Oh, we haven't. No, we did. No, we didn't. You weren't there.
God damn it.
We have. Oh, you're a mess. Yeah. Help us save yourself. We haven't gone bowling yet, and we need to. When's the next time we're on the road together? We're together in New Orleans. We're together.
I wish I was. It's my favorite city.
You're not with me in New Orleans? Why not? You not be there? You not come to New Orleans?
You're not nice at gym.
You know listen to Jim? Oh, I thought you were. All right, well, next time you're with me after that. You're with me in May. Mm-hmm. The one after that? Mm-hmm. Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Clearwater, Florida.
We do some Florida.
Yeah, we do some Florida. Oh, we do Florida together. That's right. We're in Florida. We gotta go bowling in Jacksonville. That's where we're gonna bowl.
I'm a little nervous about this because I pride myself on being
competitive,
somewhat athletic.
Oh, okay. So you think bowling's gonna be a downfall?
Yeah.
No, you'll be great.
Because you don't even walk. You don't even walk.
I walk.
Not like for exercise.
No, I walk for fun.
You don't walk for fun. Like if you park your car at a parking garage, like here, you're like, fuck, I gotta walk to the office.
I called an Uber from the parking garage around the street.
you don't take like a nighttime stroll. You don't do like the.
No, but most people don't. A
lot of people do.
No, you know what you do? You throw the term nighttime stroll around like you mean it for exercise.
Like a daytime stroll.
You don't stroll during the daytime.
You don't go through Central Park. You don't.
I don't live in Manhattan. You think I'm going to drive into Manhattan and walk to Central Park?
But you don't do a little cardio?
No.
Every now and then?
I do so much cardio.
What?
Stand up, go to the refrigerator, see if there's anything, go back, sit down, pace, walk to the bathroom.
You open the fridge door and just put your hands on your.
So many times.
Yeah.
So many times. I do that in the mid-time. I wake up for a nighttime poop. You do that? Do you wake up out of a dead sleep to have to go to the bathroom? It's like a hot jalapeno on a slice.
Oh, dude. Come on, man.
No, you know that? Like when I have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I'll do that. I'll always check into the fridge before I go back to bed.
I don't understand that. Like you get a.
Yeah, I do.
You get a tummy bubble.
Some people are like that.
3 a.m.
Yeah, my dad was like that too. I think it's genetic.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe, or maybe it's just a way of life. When I don't sleep as much as you do. No, I know you're older than me. You're older than me. That's what you have to look forward to. You dumb pizza slice. Oh, Papa, this is what I have to look forward to.
You dumb, and I know you were.
I know. I said to myself.
It's sometimes the hardest I laugh. You stupid motherfucker.
I got jiggy good this weekend about something. He did something really dumb, and I just went off.
What did you do?
He did something jiggy.
You need to go take it out. You got to.
How good is this pizza, though? See? Our friend Nico is here trying to.
Try one of these. Mike, you want one of these? I'm going to have one. It's warm.
Don't give away his buffalo chicken slice.
Good. Whichever one you want. They're all cut in half. Yeah, take that, please. Oh, God.
Our friend Nico's here who never has tried my pie, and he's already 3 slices in. So it just goes to tell you how great this is.
When I grew up in New Jersey, I lived in a house that's kind of off like a
street,
a 4-lane road.
You got a jaywalking ticket. Going home.
But I was like, this is when I lived in Jersey. I was like 8 or 9. Behind us was a shopping center. Old school 70s shopping center.
Yep.
You got the grocery store.
Strip Molly, like kind of
Joe's
thing.
Pizza was back there.
Yeah.
And Joe's son, Joe, was always hanging out. So my brother and I became friends with Joe. We'd go over, we'd just walk. I mean, at 8 or 9.
Over a 4-lane highway. Yeah.
Over a 4-lane highway. We walked to the grocery store. We'd find cans
Yeah.
around there, recycle them,
Get a nickel back.
get a quarter so we could play Gunsmoke or pinball at Joe's Pizza place.
Yeah.
And we'd go get slices there too. And that was like until I moved to
That's
Pittsburgh.
amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Do you feel like the quarter lasted so much longer on a video game when you were younger?
Oh, it lasted so much shorter.
Oh, you think so? A quarter
Oh,
at a time?
God.
Yeah.
Never lasted long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Tapper was the other one they had
Tapper
there.
is great. Root beer Tapper.
He crushed it.
Yeah.
Joe was amazing at Tapper.
I love that.
And then the pinball,
My favorite is the guy with the cowboy hat that walks over and he does this and then when he gets mad he slams the bar and when he can't catch the drink he goes rah, 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 and his hat goes up. I love that guy. I want a T-shirt with that guy on it.
What's your favorite video game of the 80s?
Of the 80s, Galaga. Loved Galaga. Yeah.
Spy Hunter?
Dun, 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 dun. The oil slick was bullshit.
Come on, Smokescreen.
Smokescreen was fun.
Oil Slick was awesome.
Yeah.
If you're a car, what are you gonna do? How many tricks do you have?
Have you tried? Well, it's the same game. It's kind of boring.
Hot Fudge Sunday.
It's kind.
It's like Oil Slick. Yeah, they have oil.
It's kind of, but the same game. It just goes and goes straight up. Like there's not really anything to it. You know what game I just picked up again? Rolling Thunder. Do you know that game? That was great.
Dude, I was just gonna say that.
Rolling Thunder's great. See?
The guy, the
Yeah.
Japanese,
Yeah.
almost anime with
Yeah.
graphics, but he
Jumps up and
level.
down. Get the
Shoots
guys with his
the hoods.
masks. Yeah. And it's like, pachoo, pachoo. The orange guy throws a grenade at you.
That was my favorite.
It's a great
and
game.
You just
I have it at my house. I have one of those machines at the house, and it's in that game, and my
never
son
gonna
plays
believe
it all
what's
the
in
time.
here. I have a fuchsia.
You have an-
pullover.
you have a- yeah.
I have a fuchsia pullover.
You have
know
an
what it is?
Asian? Yeah, fuchsia. Nobody was in here. It's a fuchsia hood.
I cannot believe you said Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, it's great, man.
I was just playing that a few weeks. There was a green room somewhere, and they had it. My mouth is fucking on fire.
Oh well, you're having a jalapeno. You're down in jalapenos, like they're going out of sale here. They're going out of business.
Shit. Should we do one more?
We should do one. We should at least do one question. We haven't done really one question. We did two, but they were like, "Do you like Lana Del Rey?" And like they weren't even real. We haven't added any value. You're dropping jalapenos all over yourself. Thanks for listening to Two Cool Moms. We'll be back next week when Steve's got his shit.
Fucking slob. Okay, here we go.
All right, make this one. We're going to help people with this last one. We're going to go out big. It's a shorter one, guys, because we're doing it today. This is actually the same day release. We've never really done a same day releases that often. This is a same dayer, and we have more to get to, but we wanted to get one out today. So this is it. This is a big question. I could see a lot of print there.
There's a big question.
It's a lot of print.
I want to do my due diligence and just have a little swig.
Okay, the little swigskies of your unsweetened tea. Is that what you're rocking?
Ooh, delish. Wash that jalapeno down your gullet, you fat bastard. There you
If
go.
I came out of a pool, I'd be at the thing and I'd go like this, and that's when all the hot housewives go.
Summertime sadness.
Oh, you had that queued up.
I did
You had it queued up.
You come out
you're
there like,
so
oh,
good.
Summertime sadness. Oh, that's so great.
I look good coming out of a pool until like this surface.
I don't even get that far.
Yeah.
I'm like an alligator. That's when it stops. It's like that's a hot alligator. But then I come out as hungry hippos all the way out.
All right, this is coming to us from Kate.
Kate, all right, Kate.
Hi, mommies. I can't get enough of your podcast. You guys have such a great balance of comedy and real advice and reflections. So thank you for that. My question for you is, as a college student, how do I cope with possibly losing my passion for something I've had for so long? I come from a very political family and have always been super interested in that. As I'm finishing my freshman year of college as a political science major, I'm suddenly not quite as sure in my decision. I love writing. I love being creative. I love helping people. And I love comedy. I've been grappling with this for a few months now and can't seem to envision taking political science away from me. But I don't have the same spark for it I used to. How should I go about this? Thank you for adding some shine into so many people's lives, and hope you guys get some shine in return.
Oh, thank you.
Very
for that.
nice of her.
That's nice. That's nice. Kate, was it?
Kate, yeah.
Thank you, Kate. We shine on. We always talked about the importance of the side hustle, and I think that's really a way to explore. Because when you're in college, you don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life. You're still a baby. It doesn't even matter when you graduate and have your degree. right? So I knew I did 2 years solid of accounting, and I was like, I want to be a business person. This is what I wanted to do. Then I realized it's not, but I was in too deep. So everything was on the side until it gave itself the opportunity to become the main thing. Like I liked sales, so I was always interested in that, and then I became a salesman. And then I always loved comedy. I was always doing it on the side. Then I became a comedian. So I think the side hustle is really big, to spend some time exploring and not having to take the full leap, because you don't know. You don't know. That's the only way. You got to dip a toe, right? You got to see if you like what's going on there, because you picked out of, like, you thought you really liked this political science thing, right? Mm-hmm. And you fell out of love with it, which happens too. People change their minds. So I think the best way to do it is just keep writing, keep doing the things that you like, and see if an opportunity arises or the passion calls to you so much that you're like, I need to make a change here.
Right. Well, I think that's part of it, right? I mean, she's a high school student. She's influenced by her family.
Yep.
And then you go off to college, and college is about carving out your own identity. And you're starting to do that, Kate, which I think is important. And I think you do have a background in political science, or your family's politicized,
yep,
to some degree. But yeah, now you're off in college, and this is when you get to experiment with writing, with comedy, with girls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're like I did.
Please, somebody, will somebody please touch my bum bums and my poom pooms?
You got your poom pooms. No, I think you're right. Even if you're about, like, I knew it was hard for me because I was 3 years in, and I only had one semester left. I graduated in 3.5 years. I had one semester left, and I was like, I don't want to be an accountant. And I was like, my choice was, okay, switch now or forever hold your peace. And you could do the other thing that was really intriguing me that I liked was marketing. I thought marketing was really cool. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right. I was like, I get a marketing degree if I stay another year, and I would have both.
Right.
And I was like, do I want to do that? And I was like, or do I want to just try to get out there? Because what I really liked about marketing was I really was into like user interface design and things like that, and like websites, because that was all just honestly just like starting. So I was like, this is a really cool industry to be part of. How can I do that? I can't do it with an accounting degree. But then I was like, you know what? I'll just try to find a way into it, and I did. So the degree isn't as important as you think. I think what really is important is how you track what you like and how you try to go after what you like.
Yeah, you can keep the bedrock.
Yeah.
Or foundation.
Don't come and knock.
But
in. If you're gonna keep the bedrock, don't keep a knock. This was the most useless episode we've ever done. We literally just bitched about the police and all jaywalking tickets and speeding tickets. Yep. Ate pizza live. Complained about Lana Del Rey and didn't even know a song about it. And then made 4 to 5 bad jokes as we were feeding our gullets.
I'll tell you, this is one of my favorite episodes.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.
It's coming out fresh and hot for you today.
These two cool mommies love you, so show us some love.
Please rate us, review us, follow us on all social media, and subscribe to our YouTube.